He is shocking everyone right now as a blowout loss to the Milwaukee Bucks is overshadowed by a historic career night for none other than a James family member. And no, it's not LeBron. We're going to talk about the career night for Bronny James, as well as how the Los Angeles Lakers can control their own destiny in the Western Conference standings. And welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything, and I mean everything, surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. It is the final stretch of the regular season, and we are trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. And we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support you guys have shown throughout this season. However, 80% of you guys who watch our content already are not subscribed. So if you want to tap into everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, stop what you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button so you can be all caught up here as we cover everything, like I said, surrounding your Lakers. But I don't want to beat around the bush too much here, guys, because, yes, it is a loss. Yes, you want to win every game, but the Prince turns into the king tonight in Bronny James. And look, he has been hearing the hate, and he's someone, to be fair, who doesn't really, have a super loud, obnoxious personality. He seems like a behaved, well-mannered kid, and shout out to Bron and his wife Savannah as well for, raising their kids to all be good Samaritans and good people, and specifically, I guess, Bronny James being a good basketball player, because he has been putting in the work, guys. I mean, there were times when you watched him in games earlier this season where he looked shell-shocked and he looked like a deer in headlights, but now we're seeing the maturation of Bronny's game, and he is suddenly becoming a much, much better basketball player. I mean, he's been dominating in the G League, guys. It's not even like he's been playing solid or playing okay. He's dominating in the G League, and now we're starting to see it when he's getting opportunities on some of these back-to-back nights. And for example, the Lakers had 6 games in 8 days. They weren't going to play all their guys in all those games, especially at this point in the season. And so Bronny James has taken advantage of these opportunities, and that has led to tonight, in a losing effort, really the best game of his career as a Los Angeles Laker. And of course, since this is the only team he's played on in the NBA in general, this is what Bronny James was able to put together tonight in 30 minutes, which paced the team, tied with Dalton, Knecht, his rookie counterpart. 17 points, 7 to 10 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3 as well. Guys. Also had a block, also had 5 assists, and 3 boards, too. So Bronny James really doing it all. Defensively, when you watched him earlier this season, really just did not do a good enough job keeping in front of his man, and really kind of just didn't understand the small nuances and small angles and attention to detail that it takes to be a really good team defender. He's got the athletic capability, so that was never a concern for me. He gets those genes from his dad, and so Bronny James defensively has looked much better. Someone who always does play hard. I don't think effort's ever really going to be an issue for Bronny, especially if he really wants to make it to the NBA. He's going to have to really showcase and really earn his worth on the basketball court through playing hard-nosed basketball, and I think he does do that. But the offensive game, this is what was lacking from Bronny James, right? Wasn't really a whole lot of polish, especially that jump shot. And that jump shot, he trusted a whole lot more. He was shooting off the dribble. He was getting into the lane. He has that little floater shot as well that he likes to rely on. That's kind of where he butters his bread. And Bronny James, as a result, has been able to showcase and really kind of show his worth here in this game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, look, yes, guys, it's a loss. We know this, right? You want to win all the games, but I mean, look who the Lakers didn't have. They didn't have LeBron, Luka, Austin, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jared Vanderbilt. I think I'm forgetting a few other guys' names here as well that they did not have tonight, right? So this was definitely a skeleton crew for the Lakers. So you want to see, obviously you want to get the win. They lost by almost 30 points. That doesn't happen. The Bucks, outside of Dame, had everybody, and, they did what they had to do out there. Gary Trent Jr. continues to be this absolute flamethrower against the Lakers and nobody else, because figures, this is how it happens. But for the LA Lakers here, watching your rookies play well, we've seen Dalton Knecht play a lot better as well. We've seen him, not have to go down the G League. He was a first-round pick. He's 23 years old when he got drafted at Tennessee, an SEC Player of the Year, first-team All-American. Bronny didn't have that resume and never really even had the opportunity to get that, right? I think we forget this too. Like, Bronny went into cardiac arrest during a practice at USC before his freshman season even began. And he had to deal with a major health scare on top of just being, a first-year freshman and dealing with USC, which is an absolute mess of a program right now. And I think it's a big reason why Bronny went straight to the pros, is because he probably couldn't find something he preferred in the transfer portal. And then as a result, he goes, you know what, I'm just going to go to the NBA and pursue this. And look, there's been debates, guys, right? I know you guys have debated as well, even as Laker fans. Is Bronny James being on the Lakers? How much, nepotism is that? Is Bronny actually that good? Well, if you look at the other second-round picks that have been drafted near him, they're not doing anything close to what Bronny's doing in the G League, yet alone even in the NBA. So right now, it seems like the Lakers have made a pretty solid pick in Bronny James. Of course, time will tell if he ends up, cracking the rotation at some point of his career, has success somewhere else. I don't know. But I think the Lakers are pretty happy with Bronny's progress, and I'm happy to see that all the hate he's been getting online just because of what the name is on the back of his jersey, he hears it, he uses it as fuel, he uses it as motivation, and it led to an awesome game from Bronny James tonight. Let's just be happy that the rookie's been putting in the work, behind the scenes, getting his hands dirty in the G League, like a lot of guys have to make their way into the NBA. He didn't really have, the same path as his dad, LeBron, did. And now he's able to really have a nice, solid rookie season, all things considered. I think the Lakers should be happy with the way he's been progressing this season. I definitely would say a little ahead of schedule. I'd say a little bit. But let's talk about this here, too. Because the Lakers, like I said, they do control their own destiny. And this is what I mean by this, right? We're going to look at the Lakers' upcoming games here. Because after losing to the Bucks, they have a game Saturday night here against the Chicago Bulls. That should be a win. I have a bit of a road trip coming up here. 4 straight games at Orlando, at Indiana, as well as back playing the Bulls. And then the Memphis Grizzlies, the Houston Rockets. You got the Golden State Warriors here. So those are 3 playoff teams that the Lakers can ultimately beat and separate themselves, as well as get some tiebreakers in there as well. They got the Thunder coming up here too. That's going to be in OKC. They're actually playing them twice here. And then they also got the Dallas Mavericks. Who knows? If Anthony Davis is back, that could be the game where Anthony Davis finally plays the Los Angeles Lakers, as he did not play in the last time that those 2 teams matched up. So that does bring us to a point here, guys, right? The Lakers control their own destiny, right? Beating the Denver Nuggets was huge, and the Lakers are ultimately, if they have the same record as Denver at the end of the season, going to have the tiebreaker, because the Los Angeles Lakers have a chance to win their division, the Pacific Division. In fact, they probably should do it, because looking at what the Denver Nuggets are right now, they can't win their division. The Thunder have already clinched it. So for Denver, you can't win a division, so you're not going to win that tiebreaker over the Lakers. They split their season series 2 apiece. That's why getting that win over Denver was massive for the Lakers. Well, right now, they could also beat the Memphis Grizzlies. I believe they'd win that series 3-1 this season. And if they're able to beat Memphis, now you have the tiebreaker over Memphis. And if you're able to beat Houston twice here down the stretch, you're also going to have the tiebreaker over the Houston Rockets. So the Los Angeles Lakers have a real chance here to separate themselves from the rest of these Western Conference teams. They also do play the Golden State Warriors as well, in the event that maybe they, keep winning some games. I know Steph Curry took a pretty brutal fall. They said it was a pelvic contusion, so I'm not sure if he's going to miss any time. And if so, then I don't really expect the Warriors to win a bunch of games. But Jimmy Butler's there now. Who knows? But for LA, yes, you lose this game tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. You don't want to see them lose games. But to an Eastern Conference team, it's not going to affect anything out west outside of just the sole record itself. But any sort of tiebreakers, Milwaukee Bucks aren't going to move the needle. Darvin Ham can get his laugh all he wants. I'll probably end up getting bounced in the first or second round, while the Lakers have a legitimate chance here to ultimately make a push toward the championship if this team can get healthy, which should be priority number 1, getting healthy. And priority number 2 is missing out on the play-in tournament and making the playoffs outright, something the Lakers have not done since 2020, and not since the play-in tournament has been a thing. The Lakers have had to play their way into the playoffs every single season. As long as they keep it up, they will not have to do that. But let me know down below in the comments, guys, what do you think about Bronny's game? I'm personally proud of the kid. I'm happy what he's been doing, and clearly the work has been paying off. But I know a lot of you guys are haters. Y'all want to say he sucks. Y'all want to say he's washed. Y'all want to say it's nepotism. Say what you want. The dude's putting in the work. He's doing his thing. And as a result, we are doing our thing on this channel as well. Like I said, guys, 20,000 subscribers. If you've watched all the way through this video, you're a fan of the content, but you're not subscribed. What are you doing, man? What you doing? Come on. 80% of you guys watching our content over the last month are not subscribed. You want to keep up with everything going on here with your Los Angeles Lakers, rumors, reports, game coverage, as well as those little things that you're not going to hear on the national media sites, but we'll cover it here on the Lakers. We'll break it all down for you here on Lakers Digest.